Hello, friends. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you guys so much for meeting me in my preferred environment where I have a mic, a stage, and a spotlight, and you have the social obligation to stay in your seats. Thank you, that means so much. My name is Tyner. I am 34 years old. I am not married and I don't have children, so yeah, thank you. Wow. In the South, that actually makes me a 67-year-old corpse bride. The number of times I have been told that I have so much life ahead of me, while simultaneously being looked at like a grocery store that just lost power. Like, your milk is going to expire. Your eggs need to be frozen. Yeah. I do have a boyfriend. Thank you for asking. Yes. Please tell my mom. Yeah. So technically, I do have all the available ingredients to keep my eggs farm to table. But I do have an IUD in place, so my Easy Bake Oven is unplugged. Yeah. My boyfriend is Asian, which makes me a better white person than you. Yeah. My sister-in-law is also Asian, and I actually asked my therapist how many Asians my family could collect before it started to seem like we might have a problematic fetish. She confidently told me 3. So at all times, I'm also just one Asian away from being a worse white person than you. Yeah. I am hoping that maybe my boyfriend's forever young sperm will kind of meet up with my dusty white egg and we'll end up with a kid who can do some calculus, you know? Yeah. Speaking of my uterus, the election is in 11 days. Yeah. I always notice, and for whatever reason, they always want to talk about our Constitution, as if it is important or matters. But every election cycle, there's just so much conversation around it. And I don't know if you know this, I found this out recently, horrified, shocked, appalled. James Madison was 18 years old at the time of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Did you guys know that? Yeah, me either. Okay, because I don't know who I was expecting in my founding father, but it wasn't a high school senior. I was expecting, at least Danny Tanner from Full House, you know him? Yeah, but with wooden teeth or something, Or Uncle Phil from Full House, but in a cute little petticoat. Or I would take Peter Griffith riding in on horseback, over an 18-year-old. Because when I was 18, I was trying to decide if I needed to go get Plan B because a guy got cum on his hand and then touched my underwear. So I don't know, I'm a little horrified that we care so much about this document that really is just sort of like a teenage diary. And we have all these Supreme Court justices who are just supposed to look at it and care and tell us how to live our lives based off of James Madison's little fuckboy novel, I don't know. I have questions. And lastly, do you think that Nicolas Cage would have worked that hard to steal it had he known that it was just a teen manifesto? I don't think he would. You guys seem lovely, and I've already shared so much about my uterus. And so I think I can be honest with you guys. After college, a little bit more about me, I actually entered a recovery program. Very brave, I know. And this recovery program was pretty popular at the time. You might have heard of it, maybe not. It's the FBRP, which is the Frat Boy Recovery Program. Yeah. I was a Vineyard Vines junkie. Absolutely Loved it, but I needed a break. And so I entered this program. It was an intensive program, and that's where you actually go from dating exclusively Southern men with questionable dating records. And you begin immediately and exclusively dating only Northern dudes with 2 full tattoo sleeves and a chain. Are you familiar with their chain? Yeah. Maybe some of you have a chain. Maybe you are a Northern dude with a chain. It's usually like a cross or like a pendant with a saint on it or something, like St. Patrick or St. Michael or St. Tom Brady. And their mom gave it to them for their first communion, and they have never taken it off, even though that is the last time they went to Mass. Yeah. On my first date with my tattooed, chain-wearing, bodybuilding New Jerseyan, he asked me about my job. And when I'm not doing this, it might surprise you to learn that I'm a nurse, and I work for 2 surgeons, and at the time, I had recently received a promotion. And he asked me if one day I was hoping to be promoted to surgeon. Concerned, I offered him an analogy I thought he might understand. And I said, hey, listen, imagine you're on a flight, right? And the flight attendant comes on to make an announcement. And it's important for the feminist in me for you to know that both the flight attendant and the pilot in this scenario are women. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, your pilot couldn't make it in tonight, but great news. I've recently received a promotion, and I'm gonna fly the plane for you. Now, I have never done it myself, but I have seen it done a lot. And I know a lot about planes. So just sit back, relax. Once we reach cruising altitude, I'll be around with beverage service and a credit card offering. And I'll have you to Milwaukee in no time. Okay. He was more okay with this than anyone should be. So I just threw in the towel and I said, you know what, no, I am not trying to be promoted to surgeon. And then this motherfucker mansplained hopes and dreams to me. I dated him longer than I should have. Yeah. But ultimately, I got really tired of waking up very early in the morning to drive extremely far away to get the good bagels, and pretending to give a shit about hockey, and having every episode of Joe Rogan explained to me at nauseating detail. But yeah, you get it, you know, you understand. But mainly for me, guys, I'll tell you, the thing that really did it for me is I just got really tired of getting hit in the face with St. Patrick. You guys have been wonderful. My name is Tyner. Thank you so much.